careful, eh?
Johan answers a call for help from Africa's largest land animal, a very special new arrival. And the king of the jungle meets his match. I'm an Australian living the African dream. So this is where I live. It's right in the middle of the Shamwari Game Reserve. And I just want to show you what I get to wake up to every morning. Have a look over here. I've gone from cuddly koalas to big cats and an automatic gate that comes in really handy. You don't need a lot of things in life, but when you're coming home late at night and there's potentially lions or leopard out there, the last thing you want to be doing is getting out of the car and opening a gate. But it's a small price to pay for a life in the African bush. Today, I'm out with the wildlife team, and we're about to find out that even the best laid plans can go wrong. Veterinarian Dr. Johan and ecologist John O'Brien need to ear-notch a young white rhino.
So Johan, what's the plan here today with the rhino?
We're going to dart the mother first, and then the calf should stick with the mother, because we actually need to do the calf. The mother is done already.
Shamwari has been playing an active role in South Africa's white rhino breeding program. In the past 10 years, numbers on the reserve have more than quadrupled. The best way of keeping track of the new arrivals is by placing a small notch in their ears. It's a bit like a name tag. This is usually a relatively simple procedure.
Go. Okay.
It should take about 5 minutes for the female to go down.
Okay, we're going to dart the calf now, eh?
Darting animals is always a challenge. While it's a perfect shot, the plunger hasn't gone down, which means the drug hasn't been administered. Johan will need to dart the youngster again, but it seems he has bigger problems to deal with. A large male has sensed something is wrong and is taking it out on the drugged female. She's not in a position to defend herself. The team must protect her.
Okay, Jason must come help us here.
The male's moved off, but now he's turning on the middle one. If he reaches the youngster, he could kill it. Jan and John are using the vehicle to steer the rhino away from the youngster.
Is there any chance we can turn back at it?
In a case like this, the animal will not really attack the vehicle, but they get so excited, things can go wrong, so we must be careful.
The team have worked with hundreds of white rhino, but this is the first time a bull has attacked a drugged animal. White rhino are usually more passive.
So we're going to make the female awake that he can go back to the calf. And we'll unfortunately have to do this another day. But the trouble is just too big, and all the trouble was caused by that male now.
When animals start to get affected by the tranquilizer, their behaviour changes. This is picked up by the other animals. They become nervous and their anxiety can turn to aggression. The other problem we had was when we darted the calf, the dart didn't inject.
It sometimes happens with these animals with the thick skins.
So Johan, what's the plan now? What are we going to do about this female that's asleep?
We have to try and inject the antidote intravenous there. So she's not down, but she might move a little bit and get a bit upset, but I think she's fine that we can inject it.
White rhino don't handle the tranquilizer well. It cuts the oxygen supply to their bloodstream. The sooner she's on her feet, the better. Once she's up, she'll also be able to protect the youngster.
We've given her the antidote, so she should be awake by now. So we'll just spend a little time getting the two together, but the operation didn't work, but at least the animals are all right.
That was amazing. I think I've had enough excitement for one day.
Hey! Hey!
There's nothing more exciting than watching a predator making a kill. And that's what Ranger Mornay
this very cold spring morning. We've got a herd of springbok over here, and just to the right of us, we've got a cheetah approaching them. So maybe if we're lucky enough, we'll be able to see a cheetah.
It's always incredible witnessing the fastest land animal in action.
There you can see the cheetahs running. Yeah, the springbok is at full tilt now.
A cheetah can reach speeds of over 100 kilometres an hour in just a few seconds. This cheetah is taking its time. It's targeting the youngsters lagging behind.
Unfortunately, one behind this thicket to my left here, but I think he's got a good chance of basically hitting that baby. That poor baby couldn't keep up with the breeding herd, was left behind, and he's got no chance if a cheetah is running after you.
It's paid the ultimate price. The cheetah has locked its jaws around the springbok's head. There's no escape. It's taking its prize away from the bush into the open. That way it can monitor if any other predators are approaching. Lions and leopards will often steal a cheetah's kill.
A cheetah doesn't want a big impala always or a big blessed, but that's a lot of meat. That also draws a lot of attention to himself.
The smaller the animal, the faster the cheetah can eat it and move on. This cheetah is still catching its breath after the hunt.
He's basically just getting his energy back. It's taken a lot of energy, and wait, he's going, baby stuff.
Cats are known for toying with their prey. This little one doesn't stand a chance.
What he's doing is basically just running behind the baby. He's using his tail as a rudder, throwing it from side to side, and that's throwing his whole weight, and he can basically turn it 90 degrees within seconds.
In fact, every part of the cheetah's body is designed for maximum acceleration. The cheetah can easily outrun this baby, but it appears to be enjoying the chase. It's never nice to see a baby getting toyed like this. Your gut reaction is always to step in and help the little one. But the fact is, we're in Africa, and kills like this are happening every single day.
What a morning. You find the cheetah over there, you find a herd of springbok, you put two and two together, and it works out perfectly.
Predators must kill to survive. Another day at Shamwari and another medical emergency of the animal kind.
It's unfortunately lying sideways. We really need to get him off here.
The world's tallest baby is checking in to the animal hospital. This giraffe has been sent by another wildlife reserve. It's going to be a real struggle getting him through.
Does he still stand up, eh?
He's just hours old.
He must be so scared.
We've never had a baby this young or tall before.
So we try and get him on his feet and see whether he can stand.
Yeah, look, the umbilical cord still attached.